Y'all, today I am going to show you how to make this adorable spinning pegboard. Super easy. Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel, friends. Thank you so much for being here today. Y'all, today we are doing something fabulous with 4 of the pegboards from Dollar Tree. We are going to create our own spinning pegboard system that you can use home, office, craft show. This has so many uses and it is so easy. And this one is going to be hard to show you when I flip to the overhead camera. So we're going to have a really good look at it right now. From top to bottom, this is about 10 inches by 6 by 6 3/4. So you have plenty of space here. It is 4-sided. You can put this on your desk and put all types of goodies on it. That way you're not searching for your scissors. You can even add a cup holder so that you can put your pens in it, and you'll have everything at your fingertips when you're crafting. Now on this one, I added a top platform as well as a base platform. I think I might tweak it just a little bit today. I'm not sure, but we'll see because I have an idea of how we can take advantage of even more space that comes with this. So I'm going to go ahead and flip to my overhead camera so that we can make this cutie. All right, so today I'm going to be using 4 of the rectangular shaped pegboards from Dollar Tree. Now, they sell these in squares as well. I think they're the same height, but the larger size looks like this and it's just one piece. We're going to be using 4 of the rectangles. Then we're going to need 4 pieces of chipboard that measure 6 by 6 3/4. We might not use all of the chipboard, but go ahead and have 4 pieces ready, cut at 6 by 6 3/4. And then the way that I'm going to make the magic happen is I'm using this little cookie spinner. And this one is from Ollie's. On one of my trips to Ollie's, I actually purchased this and left it in the car. But it is a cookie spinner, and you see how large this is? It spins very easily, and it is made out of a very sturdy plastic. So I know it's going to hold up on my little spinning pegboard system here. And if you don't have access to an Ollie's, or your Ollie's does not have this item, some Dollar Trees do have Lazy Susans or the component for a Lazy Susan. Mine did not, so I'm happy that I was able to find this because I can make this project work. But if you don't have access to a Dollar Tree, you can get spinning components on Amazon. So check the Amazon in your geographical region for spinning components for Lazy Susan. And then you should find a whole bunch of different items that might fit what you're looking for. So I wanted to throw that out there because I'll get a lot of comments saying I don't have an Ollie's or I don't have a Dollar Tree with anything like this in it. Just do some searching online if you're really interested in making this project, and you should be able to find something similar. There are also YouTube videos out there that show you how to make your own spinning component, so check them out as well. And then I have 2 pieces of 12 by 12 that I'll be using to cover the chipboard, but we might only need 1 depending on whether or not I'm happy with how everything looks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my E6000 and just run it along the narrow part, and then I'll take this narrow part and just match it like this. So that's really all that I'm doing. Very simple. So I'm going to take my little baby tube of E6000, and I am just going to run a nice bead of E6000 along this edge here. And yes, my E6000 will probably ooze out, but that's okay. I just want to make sure that I get enough on here. Let's put that right there. Then I'm going to take this and we're just going to match it like this. And I'll stand it up, but I will be doing some tweaking to this once we get all 4 pieces connected. But I want to make sure that I have all 4 pieces connected first. So I'm just going to slide this over We're going to take this piece and I'm going to add that E6000, and make sure that when you're using E6000 you do have good ventilation, because it is a very strong adhesive, has a very strong smell to it. So I'm just going to add my E6000 here. Going to stand this piece up and we're going to put it right here. And in a minute I will be doing a final tweak of this, but right now we're just building it. So I'm just going to take my glue and run it along the edge here like this, and then I'll do it on this side as well. Let's just run that glue along the edge. And now I can take this and I'm just going to join it here. And this is where the squaring comes into place, because now I'm just going to start shaping it. So I'm just pressing in on the side. I can tell that I need to bring that in a little bit, even that up, and then I'm going to very gently turn it around, slide it back, and you can see how it's real wobbly right now. That's because it really does need to dry. So I am just going to make sure that I have this nice and square, or as square as I can get it. Y'all, it's not going to be perfect, but I am just going to press all of these together like this, making sure that everything is nice and stuck. All right, so now what I need to do with this is I just need to slide it out of the way, and we're going to let this dry for about 3 hours. And while it's drying, I'm going to go ahead and just make the components for this. So I'm going to bring in a piece of chipboard that is 12 by 6 3/4, and you'll need 2 of these because you're going to end up with 4 pieces that are 6 by 6 3/4. So I'm just going to take my scoreboard and cut on the 12-inch side at 6. And I'm not going to do a complete cut because we don't need to cut all the way through. I'm just going to take this and we'll be bending it back like this. So we're going to take some tape. And we are going to place our tape on this piece so that we can fold it over. And this will give us our platform. Now the platform is a little bit wider than I wanted it to be, but the reason for that is because of how wide this is. I really didn't want a whole lot of this showing, so I'm covering it with a larger platform than I would normally use for a piece like this. But if you don't mind your platform showing, you can reduce the size of your chipboard. So all I did was remove the tape backer and I folded the chipboard in half onto itself, and that gives me double thickness. Now I'm just going to take some tape and we're going to put tape on this piece. I'll peel away the tape backer. And then I'm going to take this piece and we're simply going to put it down like this. And now I'm just going to stand it up and fold over. And I'll miter my ends like this. And then all we're going to do is take this and fold it over like this. It's not really going to matter that you don't have complete coverage because we actually don't need complete coverage. And I'm going to use my glue for this part. I'm going to put some glue here. And this is my reptile adhesive. Put some glue here. And let's just go ahead and fold these pieces over before they start to dry. Let's get them stuck. And let's do the same thing with this piece. Go ahead and fold over. And go ahead and fold over. And go ahead and fold over here. All right, so my camera is not zoomed in as close as it usually is because this is a very tall piece and I needed the extra space, but I am going to go ahead and just zoom in a little bit for this part because we're going to take our spinner and I'll show you how this does. It's actually two pieces and it comes off like this. So if ever it's not spinning, you can remove the bottom and just take a little bit of vegetable oil or something slippery, put it on the inside, and that will help it to spin even better. So we're going to take this and we're going to put it on like this. Now you will have just a little bit protruding from the sides if you're using the spinner here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some E6000, and I like these little tubes. They're so easy to work with, very easy on the hands. And I am just going to make sure that I have put a good amount of E6000 on here. So now I can take this and position it on my platform. And if you find that this platform is too big for you, you don't really like how wide it is, you can definitely change it to fit you. So I'm just going to press down and give this a moment to dry and flip over. And now you can see that we have a spinning table on which we can place this. Now this is dry enough for me to handle because my sister called while I was making this video and I ended up stopping the video and we chatted for quite a while. So I think that this is definitely dry enough for me to be able to work with. So I am going to take some glue, E6000 again. Let's move that over there. Let's take our E6000 and I am just going to put E6000 along this piece all the way around, just making sure that I get a good coverage of E6000 because we definitely want this to stay stuck. Take a little bit of oil, put some oil, and put my cap back on, and that way my E6000 will not stick. So I'm going to bring this back in, flip this over, take it and put it down. Now I'm just going to spin it around and look at it from all four sides and just try to get it nice and even. And then I can press down. And so now that we have this mounted to the spinner, I'm going to give this about 30 minutes to dry and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, so here's our spinning pegboard, all done. I'm going to bring this one back in because there is a noticeable difference. On this one, I added the platform top. On this one, I did not. And here is why I didn't, because there's a lot of space in here. And I was thinking, well, we could take the space and we can use the space to hold paper rolls or rolls of vinyl. You might even want to put floral stems in here if you're working on a floral project. There's a lot of room inside where we can use to store various things. Now, if you don't want this look and you want the platform look, we didn't use our second pieces of chipboard or that extra 12 by 12 sheet that we had. That's what we would have used to make the platform for the top. The platform for the top is identical in size and everything to the platform for the bottom. So you just make 2 of these instead of 1 if you want a platform on the top and a platform on the bottom. If you don't, if you want to just use it the way that I have it here, you only need to make 1 platform. So I'm going to slide this over and I'm going to bring in my hooks. And these hooks are from the Dollar Tree. You can see, I'm going to put them side by side so that you can see there is a size difference. This one is longer than this one. These hooks work with the peg system from the Dollar Tree. I've tried other hooks with this and they didn't quite fit. So now we can just put our hooks on anywhere that you want. You can put more hooks on here if you like. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. But in each pack of the hooks from the Dollar Tree, you get 6. So I'm just putting these on so that you can see how this would actually work. And so now I can just take some of my little goodies and put them on this one like that. We can add all types of goodness on here. Let's just take this, put it right here, and you can keep going around. You can put a lot of shorts on or you can put a lot of longs, but because you have these long pegs, you can actually like triple stack these in size. But I can tell that having this much on here is not affecting the spin capability of this at all. But I do want you to do something for me. I want you to leave me a comment and let me know which one of these styles you prefer, the platform top or the open top for storage. And also let me know if you plan on making any of these. Remember, you don't have to have this in order to have a spinning base. Just get creative. Look in Dollar Tree to see what they have that spins. Look on Amazon.com for spinner hardware. And you too will be able to make something fabulous like this. But I think this is a wonderful way for those of us who like to have everything at our fingertips. This is a really good way to be able to do that. And I think that if you're doing a craft fair, and let's say you do earrings, this is a great spinner for you to be able to hang some of your earrings on so that people can just rotate it and look at your beautiful creations and then hopefully make a purchase from you. And if you make bows, this would be a great way to display some of those bows that you make. But you can tweak this in so many different ways and use it in so many different ways. But I hope that this has gotten those creative juices flowing on various ways that you can make your own desktop spinning pegboard. If it has, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, all day, every day, this is what we do, y'all, and this is how we do it. And I would love to have you subscribe. So hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you will know when I upload a new video. As always, my beautiful crafty friends, please be safe, be kind, and be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.